So I'm Shyla. I am originally from Kerala, India, but I live in England. It's been over 13 years I've been living here. I live with my family, my husband, and my 12-year-old son. And, in terms of job, I do a 9 to 5 job. I work in IT. I've done my master's in computer science, and yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
how about me. And over to
yeah,
you
good.
now.
Good to know about you. You have a nice introduction. Okay, let me start. My name is Kusum. I hail from Haryana, India. Currently, I'm a dedicated homemaker and a proud mother of two adorable kids. I hold an MBA degree along with a diploma in software. So that's all about me.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you have done MBA and then you've done diploma in software. What made you do? So what did you do first? MBA? You did the diploma afterwards, or?
No, first I did diploma. When
Mhm.
I was pursuing my graduation, simultaneously I was doing a diploma. After that,
Right.
I pursued my master's in business
Oh,
administration,
okay. So what did you do for graduation then?
bachelor's of commerce.
Commerce. And then what made you do software? Because IT was like all over the place, right?
Yeah, actually, I was just passionate about the languages, so I have learned during my diploma 2 or 3 languages like C, C++. But now I forget everything. I forgot everything
Yeah.
because it's been a long time.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not easy to be doing a IT job because a lot of people are in IT, but in different roles, obviously. But when it comes to coding, you've learned coding, right?
Yeah, yeah, C and C++.
How did you find it? Coming from a commerce background, about you might have found it difficult, right?
Yeah, like during initial days it was difficult, but after that I found it's interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not just about like how what you've done or what your background is, but for coding, if you're clever
Mm.
enough, then you can pick it up. Yeah, it's
You
not a
can
big
make it
deal.
out, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
should have a relentless passion. If you have a relentless
Yes,
passion, you can do anything. No circumstances, no situation,
exactly.
nothing can stop you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I know people here in my organization or the previous organization. I know somebody who has come from a printing background. Yeah, printing. He used to print documents and like a traditional printing company he used to run. And then he became a developer. He used to do coding after that. So, and he hadn't even done any uh, graduation or anything. But yeah, it's for doing coding. If you know the concepts, then you can do it.
You can do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. How
So
old are your
today's
children? How old are your
sorry,
children? Did you say
my
how old are you?
yeah, I have two kids. My older one is 9 years old, and I have a younger daughter. She is 2 years older.
Okay, it's 2 years, just 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right. And 9 years. Okay. My son is 12.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
grade is he in?
He's in year seven.
7. Okay,
Yeah.
so what about the education system in UK? Is it differ from India or is it same?
Yeah, it is kind of different because this is syllabus they do it here is called GCSE, and he is in like a pretty much like they start schooling the year reception. They start they have to be 4.5 when they start reception and or 4 years old when they start reception, and then year one they will be 5 years. Yeah, for 5 years when they start year one. So that the one year before year one is called reception year. Yeah, that's when like equivalent to the LKG UKG in India
Yeah,
lower.
pre nursery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
that there you start at 3.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here it is like four year. When you are four you start reception, then next year you do year one, and then
Grade 1.
yeah, then year three onwards. That's called infant schooling. It's called infant school. Yeah, from reception
Mhm.
onwards until year two is called infant, and then
Mhm.
from year three onwards you are in primary school, junior school, and then 3
Mhm.
until 6 you're in junior, and then you move on to doing secondary, that is year 7 onwards. And then comes year GCSE, and I'm yet to explore all of that because I've only reached till that
So
level.
what is the meaning of GSE? Like full form?
GCSE. Oh, the full form. I have to. Good question, actually. Let me look it up. I always hear because it's my husband who's into all these his
Okay, okay.
educational
No,
things.
no problem.
No,
Or
no, no. It's a
no
good
problem.
question, actually. Let me just quickly look it up because we should know. It's a GCSE means General Certificate of Secondary Education, and they it is in year 10. Yeah. So that is GCSE is in year that is the just like the 10th exam that we do, right? They call it GCSE here, but the syllabus itself is GCSE syllabus.
Okay, like in India, what happens in India? Children go through lots of classwork, homework, tuitions. So does it happen in UK as well?
No, not really. I mean, like
Okay.
it varies because there is something called there are different types of systems here. One is called state school. State school
Okay.
is just like the government school there that we
Okay.
have in India. Yeah, like, but in India, most of the people send their kids to private schools, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here, private schooling is really expensive. It is also
Okay.
called independent school here. Private school is
Mhm.
also called independent school here. But here, to send your child to an independent school for say year 3, say if you're sending your child the LK, or maybe from year reception onwards, if you're sending them, you have
Mhm.
to really pay like a how much, like a 6,000 pounds for a term or so. Yeah,
Okay.
6,000 pounds for a term means it's really it comes around good 50, 10, 15 pounds for the whole year, or that much,
Mhm.
15,000. That means like 15 lakhs
15
in
lakhs.
Indian
Yeah, it's so
rupees. Yeah, to
exorbitant.
pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that expensive here. And then there is another system called grammar school. Grammar school means like you from my son is in a grammar school now, so year 7 onwards, then you have to do an entrance test to get into grammar school. So you have to obviously do a bit of preparation, but not much they recommend. You just need to be like if you're already doing well, then you just need to clear that test, so you can do some online tests and get prepared. That way, that you do year 6, end of year 6 is when you do that uh, test. And no, actually end of year 5 is when you do that test and then get ready for year 7, then you join. Then that is free, just like, but the quality is different. It's
Quality of education.
is different. Yeah. Then you have independent school, but that you have to pay. But independent schools are really good because the difference between the grammar school or the state ordinary school and independent school is that the teacher to student ratio is the like, for example, one child to not one teacher to 9 or 10
Okay.
students. That's the ratio. So you get that much attention. Whereas in grammar school, that ratio is like 1 to 30, you know.
Okay.
So that's so like 30 students in a class. But these some of these grammar schools are really good. They have got really good academic background, and they are well established. They come. There's something called a league table here, where you can see the ranking of the school. And but yeah, but independent schools are really good when it comes to overall development because they do a lot of activities, and because obviously the fund they get paid for it, right? So they have to do,
Mhm.
that's difference. But yeah, that's and in terms of the school, either how it is like every September is when the school starts here, and like why it is in June in India, right? The school
No,
term
no,
starts.
April, April.
Oh, really? How is it,
Yeah.
was it different for, because in Kerala it used to be like when I did my schooling, it used to be June is when the school opens.
No, no, no. In
Or
my
has it
place,
changed?
it is in April. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's when,
Yeah.
but don't you have then the summer holiday thingy?
No, we get December holidays, June holidays,
Summer
summer holidays
holiday.
in, yeah, and winter holidays. Yeah.
Summer holiday, when do you get summer holiday?
June month, in the month of June.
Oh, that's different. Maybe it's to do with the weather, the climate there. Oh, I don't know. Because in Kerala, the summer holiday is from March, April is the summer holiday months.
Okay.
March, April,
Yeah.
because that's very hot, then the weather.
Okay.
So yeah, June is monsoon time, and then they go back to school. That's how it is.
Okay. No.
Whereas here it is September.
Because I
September
am in
is
northern part of India. You are in southern part of India.
yeah, northern, yeah, maybe it's to do with
Yeah.
the weather. That
So that's
yeah,
I say.
yeah. So and here in the UK, it is September is when the school reopens after the
Okay.
summer holiday. Here the summer holiday is July, mid-July until September.
Mhm.
Yeah, so and then September, so every 6 weeks they get a break. After every 6 weeks, they like 1 week break,
Mhm. Mhm.
and so they get November 1 week break. Then they get in December 2 weeks break. Then February 1 week break. Then April 2 weeks break. Then July
Oh.
summer. Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay.
That is, I quite like it because it's kind of a it's relaxing for us as well as parents because you don't feel like especially sending him to school every morning is like a pain. getting
Yeah. So how
getting
do you
up.
manage? You are a working woman. Then how do you
Yes.
manage your kid?
Yeah. So I am fully remote. I work fully remote.
Okay.
I'm working from home, so I don't have to obviously commute to work. That is a big relief, and it's a blessing. But otherwise, I have to. His school is at 8, starts at 8:40, so we leave home. I drive him to work, so 8:15 we start from here, and then I drop him off and then come back. And so I do the school run mostly. Sometimes my husband also gets involved. Um, yeah, he prefers me dropping him off, so I do that mostly.
So
And
like what about
yeah.
food arrangements like
Oh
lunch?
yeah,
What about
food is a
lunch?
good
Yeah. Does
question
he take
actually.
with himself? Does he take with himself or like he gets in the school?
He gets in the school, yeah. So it depends on the school actually, but some schools are not really. That is, they have got different rating here, yeah. So some good schools means they are really overall they are really good. So their infrastructure is good, their education is good. So those kind of schools offer free food until the age year 6. Year 6 they offer free food.
Mhm.
You don't have to pay for that food. Oh no, they actually no, actually you have to pay, and you don't have to pay until year 2, and year 3 to 6 you have to pay for it, and year
Okay.
6, 7 onwards also you have to pay for it. But now how it is here for him is, um, he he it's like there's a portal where you just top up the money and then they get the food from there. But you can also take food from home, which I
Mhm.
obviously don't do because I told about the previous school. He didn't have food. He didn't have they didn't have the catering at school, so they didn't have the canteen at school. Previous one. So I had to really start every morning. I had to give him something, and he's a fuzzy eater. So I was making the same thing every day. Like, are you a vegetarian or non-vegetarian? Are you vegetarian?
Yeah, I am vegetarian.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
see, everybody from the north I speak to, they're a vegetarian.
Mhm. No, some people are non-vegetarian, but like in my family, my husband is a non-vegetarian, but I am
Oh,
vegetarian. Yeah.
oh, is that your choice by choice or by
It's, yeah,
religion or
it's choice. Yeah.
choice?
If
Oh,
I
okay.
if I love to eat, then I can eat. No
All
objection.
right.
Yeah, but I do, but
It's
I
not
don't
that
like
your
non-veg.
family, you, so when you were born, like when you were born and brought up as a non-vegetarian, I mean like yeah,
Vegetarian.
your family, yeah. Vegetarian, okay. So
Yeah.
what about your
And what about
parents?
you? Sorry?
No, I eat chicken, I eat egg. I don't eat red meat, but yeah, I
Mhm.
eat yeah, but I'm not like a, I can live, I can happily, if anything spicy, I will eat. I can't live without spice.
So you love
If I
spicy
have
food.
pickle, yes, yes, yeah, I have. If I have pickle, then I'm happy with just having pickle also. I can, but because I'm from Kerala, rice, I can't live without rice.
Mhm.
Rice. But
Great,
I can
great.
see that you're a very healthy, you're very health conscious girl because you have maintained yourself so well. So I know, I think you don't eat rice, do you?
No, I do
You,
exercise. That
I
I
know,
think
I
that
can
is
see
the
that.
reason. Yeah, and a bit I am health conscious here. I love homemade food rather than junk food, fast food. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
prefer always homemade food.
All right. You exercise. What kind of exercise do you do? Do you do yoga?
Yeah, I do yoga and I do crunches. Yeah, that's all I do.
Oh, oh, that's nice.
Why did you relocate from Kerala to UK? Just for the
Because I
purpose
was,
of job?
yeah, no, actually my husband was working here. He's also from
Okay.
Kerala, but he was working here. Then I joined him here. Well, so I was working for a UK organization even when I was in India. I was
Okay.
working for a UK organization, and then when I moved here, I joined them. Um, I continued the job here with them.
Okay.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
when you relocate from Kerala to UK, so what challenges did you face during your initial days? Did you like adaptability,
Oh,
language?
adaptability. Yeah, language hasn't been a problem because even before I moved to the UK, I have been working for the same organization. So I had got enough exposure using this language, communicating in this language. Even though I did my schooling in my native language, yeah. So
Mhm.
uh, until I started doing my job, I think, yeah, even before my job, I didn't really have much exposure to this language. So only when I started my job is when I started speaking English, because I obviously had to, as the client's role in the UK. So you will have to speak to them in this language. Otherwise, in the office in Kerala, we tend to use the same yeah, our native language. We
Yeah,
communicate it now, and
vernacular.
that, yeah, because everybody is comfortable doing that. So, but when you speak to the UK clients, so you have to speak. That's how I could. So basically, I worked there for like over 5 years before I
Mhm.
moved to the UK. So I have been communicating in this language. Was very much comfortable with that. So language wasn't a barrier.
Way they speak, the way they communicate, they use
Mhm.
phrasal verbs, slangs. So,
Yes, yes,
this was the
yes.
barrier,
You
I
might
think.
struggle a bit in terms of because their accent, even the
Accent, yeah.
yeah. So the accent, especially in the north here, is really a bit difficult. So they is Scotland, Northern Ireland. They all speak very different, and they kind of like shrink certain words, that you wouldn't.
They goggle up, eat up
Yeah,
some
yeah.
words,
They
yeah.
usually say that those words very specifically, which they kind of like shrink them, and you wouldn't really. What's the connection? There's connection issue, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But now it's better. Mm.
yeah. So yeah, so that is something. But what I would suggest is like if you have that kind of problem, then yeah, watching these movies or would really help because it's kind of. But if you're listening to if you're watching news, for example, BBC News, they use very
Yes.
polished polished English. You won't really learn much from it. Obviously, you get a lot of vocabulary, but if you have to follow the accent here, then watching movies is the best, because that's where they use the local, a lot of slangs and when it comes to speaking like a native, it's all about learning the phrasal verbs that they
Phrasal
use.
verbs,
It's not,
idioms,
yeah,
yeah.
because they don't use much fancy words. Like if you know, Shashi Tharoor, Shashi Tharoor,
Mm-hmm.
heard of him, Shashi Tharoor. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a scholar. So he uses really complex words, which you
Mm.
don't really need to use when you are speaking on a day. For spoken English, you don't really need to use fancy words, but um, if you know these phrasal verbs, you can sound naturally and can
Native
speak
speaker, pro.
fluently.
Mm.
Yeah, or you don't have to use those words repeatedly, like the same words that we use. Like if I say I am going out, here they say I'm popping out. That's the difference. Sometimes,
Mm.
so they use a lot of phrasal verbs, which I find interesting as
Mm.
well. And you tend to pick up when you speak to them often. You tend to pick up those words.
Mm.
Otherwise, I don't really focus on much. Like I don't. I think my accent is just neutral, and I don't tend to uh, imitate or
Acquire the
just.
accent.
Yeah. I
Mm.
didn't I just yeah, by speaking to them, obviously you pick up certain things and you get that into
Picks
your,
up some.
yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just speaking to Alka earlier, who told me that yeah, my I sound neutral. Yeah, because I think that a British accent is hard to, if you want to really sound like a British, it's not easy. I feel because it's but it's easier to to sound like an American.
Mm-hmm.
You know the difference, because here they say for water, water. In India we say water, and
Water.
here they say water, water,
Mm-hmm.
and water they say water, yeah. And American they say water. See which one
Water.
is easier to say? Water, right? Water,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
So that
But
the they,
if we say water, then anyone can understand. But if say water, so someone might can be confused. Yeah, what is that?
yeah, here they use the ta that sound a lot, ta or pa, pa, ta. Yeah, those words, and then whereas in American they use a lot. Um, water, water. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then, but yeah, I don't, I don't struggle with all this. I just, uh,
Yeah,
I find it a bit
great.
struggle, and it's hard to. Yeah, you need to keep because my son speaks. He was born here, so he obviously speaks. So I learn a lot from him as well, because that's the atmosphere change. You get things from your atmosphere. So yeah, and
Okay. Good to know about UK.
yeah, yeah, because you're not doing a job now, right? Are you?
No, no,
You're
no.
not doing. You know,
No, I'm not doing any job. Yeah. So today is Women's Day. So did you celebrate
I
International
know,
Women Day?
yeah, I forgot that actually. It's so nice, today being Women International Women's Day, and I spoke to like how many? Like I spoke to Alka, I spoke to you, I spoke to Jaya, I spoke to Karishma, and oh,
Okay.
I spoke to four lovely ladies today. What else? What else do I need? What better way to celebrate International Women's Day?
Okay. But no, but you haven't discussed about Women Day.
No, good. Yeah, thanks to you, Kusum, for bringing this. Nobody talked about this, and I forget. I'm so bad at remembering all these things. And somebody actually, Arjun, I was going to have a chat with him, and he couldn't make the call. And I just briefly saw his message, "Happy International Women's Day," and that coming from a woman is really, isn't it? If a
Yeah.
man wishes you International Women's Day, it's really something special. I just saw his message briefly, I'm so glad that you also brought it up.
Because you didn't like you didn't celebrate Women's Day in UK.
No, no, I don't. Not really. No,
So
like
now now Holi is around the corner. So do you celebrate Holi here?
Holi. Yes, I think in the Indian community they do that in London. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't live near. I am like 30, 45 minutes drive away from London. But yeah, Holi is even they do celebrate. I am because you see that on the pictures
So
and yeah,
what
it's
do you celebrate?
oh, I am from Kerala, so our festival is Onam. You know,
Pongal, Onam,
Onam.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Onam, yeah.
So yeah, it's not really not like I know that North India you have a lot of festivals, but we have Diwali. We celebrate again
Mm-hmm.
traditionally in Kerala. Diwali is not about the fireworks. We don't do um, in Diwali. Oh no, actually we do fireworks for Diwali. Diya, we do the diya,
It's
diyas,
the lamp,
diyas.
yeah.
Yeah, so that we do for another festival, something called a Kartika. That is the
Okay.
diya we like to light. But nowadays for Diwali also we do that. But here now my celebration is more. I'm not a religious person actually. I do everything. I might I make biryani for if it is a Muslim festival and for Christmas I do yeah I go to church I go to temple yeah I'm not that religious but I like everything.
Okay. So how often do you go to Kerala?
I would ideally should go every year, but it's been 2 years now since we went because my son started the secondary school.
Okay.
You know that the airfare is so high and we can't really usually what people do cheeky people do is like they take their children out of school just before the holiday starts and then because during the holiday period the school break time the price is so high, so what they do is like just before the break time they take out the school they get the permission from school but and then fly, so then the ticket price would be cheaper. But
Cheaper.
now, but now that we can't get obviously the school is not going to give the permission for that because
Mhm.
they're going to miss the lessons, right? So,
Yeah.
and it's not ideal also. So, and if you think about going during their break time, it's double price or double or triple. Yeah. So, but we have to. Well, my husband is actually going next month. Um,
Mm.
yeah. After that's one thing about. But at least we live in the UK. If it is US, then you have to like travel for a couple of days to get to India, right? Depending
Yeah.
upon where you are in the US. But here it is like 12, 13, 49 hours you can get there. I mean, to
13,
Kerala.
14.
Kerala, it takes really about 7 hours from here to Middle East, and then from there, 4 hours. That's how it is. So comes around 14 hours. Yeah.
Great, great.
Right. So tell me about
Uh,
your YouTube channel, Kusum. So you have English again, the English focused channel, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I created this channel for my older ones, but he nowadays he lost his interest and he doesn't upload anything. So now I am uploading my conversational videos on his channel.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
How long have you been using YouTube?
Oh, I started in December. I,
Okay.
yeah, last December.
That's nice.
The reason why I started is obviously I get to speak to people living away from India. So it's nice to see and like how it's so nice to see, smiling faces and we are chatting like we know each other, right?
Yes, yes. Sometimes when I speak with learners, it seems we have spoken before, we have
Yes,
met
yes.
before.
It's so nice, and especially because when I'm aging, I feel like yeah, I need to be able to make connections. Because as you age, you feel lonely.
Lonely,
Yeah,
isolated. Yeah.
yeah. So you don't, yeah. If you have somebody to speak to like this, it is so nice having that community, even if it's online. It's nice to be able to connect to people and Yeah, I done, and now I now obviously have a job, so alongside, but I only do in the weekends. Like on a Saturday is when I find it comfortable to do that, and Sunday I keep free doing nothing actually. Or if my son has to go somewhere, then I take him to with his friends or something like that. So that's how it is usually. And yeah, and another thing why I would like is again I it's a learning for me as well. I learn new words or phrases, and also I like creating videos. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah.
Right.
Nice
Then another.
talking to you,
Yeah,
Shaila.
same here,
Yeah.
Kusum. So let's connect again, and yeah, we can both upload the same videos. It doesn't matter, right? It's
Yeah, yeah,
fine.
no problem at
No
all.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
feel free to upload anytime, it doesn't really, I don't really care about, if I about, I mean, yeah, the views, I don't know, it will come later or at, when,
Yeah, views doesn't matter. Yeah.
doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
People
We are
just,
doing just for fun. Yeah.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So please send me your picture and I'll send you my picture as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Take care.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Bye. Lovely
But
talking to you.
yeah, but I'm not good at editing. I don't know how to make thumbnail.
Oh, don't you?
Yeah.
How
So
do
how
you
do
do
you
that?
make thumbnail?
Oh, I use Canva.
Canva. Okay, but I
Hmm.
don't know how to make.
How do you do that now then?
I just take a screenshot and put the text and make a thumbnail like this.
Oh, really? So it's easy actually to do thumbnails on Canva.
Okay.
I'll send you send you a tutorial. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube, but
Mhm.
you can pick it up because you have done diploma in software, right? So you should be able to pick
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, but I don't have any idea how to do.
Okay. Do
Mhm.
maybe I can let me do one thing. I'll send you one thumbnail. You send me your picture. Yeah, I'll create one thumbnail for you, and I'll create one another
Okay.
one for you for me, and then I will show you sometime next week or when you are free next
Okay.
time. I can show you um, if you want me to teach you how to do thumbnail.
Yeah,
I can.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I want you to teach me
Yeah, I'll do that.
thumbnail.
Yeah, for this conversation, I'll send you a thumbnail. Yeah, so we can.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much, Shaila.
Okay,
You
okay,
are
bye,
so
dear. Take care.
kind,
No
compassionate.
problem.
Bye.
Pleasure is all mine. Right? Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.